And so, if the government could just get to the kitchen, rearrange some things, we could certainly party with the Haitians.
Welcome to Watch Mojo's Whatever Happened To. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Clueless cast. Where are they now? Number 10, Wallace Shawn. His credits are too numerous to mention, given that he's been working consistently since the 1970s. And although Shawn is primarily a character actor, he's still recognized for a number of those characters. Perhaps none more so than Vizzini in The Princess Bride, which was 8 years before he became debate teacher Mr. Hall in Clueless. He continues to pop up in numerous projects, although his most prominent recent role has been as Dr. John Sturgis on Young Sheldon.
Tolerance is always a good lesson.
Number 9, Justin Walker. Clueless was Justin's film debut, and what a way to start your movie career. The role obviously got him some notice, and he did work a little over the next 10 years in TV and movies. However, besides a short film in 2010, the last thing he did on screen was a really low-budget film called Takeout in 2005. Since leaving the business, Justin has owned Teddy Teetle's Grill in California, and he is currently a partner and the CMO of Draftster.com, a fantasy sports betting site.
You notice how wine makes people want to feel like sexy?
Number 8, Jeremy Sisto. He didn't get the girl he wanted in the film, but Sisto has been getting plenty of great acting work in the last 25 years. Depending on your viewing habits, there are many things you might recognize Sisto from. You might remember him from his role as Brenda's brother on the brilliant HBO show 6 Feet Under. Or maybe you remember him from his 3 seasons on the equally great original Law & Order. He also played the dad in the short-lived and underappreciated ABC sitcom Suburgatory, and is currently starring in another Dick Wolf production, FBI, on CBS.
Me and you? Well, I mean, that makes sense.
Number 7, Elisa Donovan. Post-Clueless, Elisa was on a few episodes of Beverly Hills 90210, and she reprised her role for the short-lived Clueless TV series from 1996 to 99. She followed that up with 3 seasons on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Donovan was working in TV and movies for years, but hasn't been seen on screen since 2017. These days, you can find her blogging about parenting for People magazine. She has an 8-year-old daughter with her husband, Charlie Bigelow.
Was I the only one listening? I mean, I thought it reeked.
Number 6, Breckin Meyer. Following the release of Clueless, Meyer continued to get plenty of film work, from Go to Road Trip to Garfield. In the early 2000s, he also got starring roles in a few sitcoms that, unfortunately for him, never even made it to season 2. Meyer is good friends with actors Ryan Phillippe and Seth Green. The three have a production company together, and Breckin has received a few Emmy nominations for his work on Robot Chicken.
And last but not least, the wonderful crew at McDonald's for spending hours making those Egg McMuffins.
Number 5, Donald Faison. If you came of age in the 90s, you probably thought when you saw Faison on Scrubs, hey, that's Murray from Clueless. Whereas if you came of age in the 2000s, then anytime you see Donald in anything these days, you probably think, hey, that's Dr. Turk from Scrubs. And some of those other things you may have seen him in include multiple episodes of Showtime's Ray Donovan and TV Land's The X's. Faison also had a role in Emergence, and we have another Robot Chicken connection.
Awesome! It's like a dream!
Number 4, Paul Rudd. Paul used that Clueless momentum to get role after role in movies, and made a name for himself mostly in comedy, from Wet Hot American Summer to I Love You Man, with a stint as Phoebe's eventual husband on Friends thrown in for good measure. Recently, Rudd has seen his star rise even further with his casting as Ant-Man, and his entrance into the behemoth that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You're funny.
Number 3, Stacy Dash. You might have caught her on one of her episodes of Single Ladies, or seen her playing the mayor in Sharknado 4. While she continues to work, the last few years have seen Dash in the news for reasons outside of her acting. In 2012, after voting for Obama in 2008, Dash switched her party affiliation to Republican and announced she was voting for Mitt Romney. She also supported Trump in 2016.
Well, at least I wouldn't skin a collie to make my backpack.
Number 2, Brittany Murphy. She starred in a number of movies, did some TV work, and was the voice of Luann Platter on King of the Hill. But it was her role in 8 Mile that brought her the most critical acclaim and recognition. Unfortunately, in 2009, Murphy died of pneumonia. She was only 32 years old. Her final role was in the film Something Wicked, which was posthumously released in 2014.
And my buttons, they don't feel nothing like steel.
Number 1. Alicia Silverstone. She first came to many people's attention when she starred in a bunch of Aerosmith videos, often alongside Steven Tyler's daughter Liv. In fact, director Amy Heckerling cast Alicia after seeing her in the video for Cryin', amongst others. The success of Clueless made Alicia a star, which led to her casting as Batgirl and a multi-million-dollar first-look deal with Columbia TriStar. While she never reached that Clueless level again, she has worked consistently ever since, and has both TV and movie projects in the works.
Are you afraid? You should be. Because your life is never gonna be the same without me.